Have you ever looked up at the stars and asked yourself, how did all of this begin? The earth, the sky, the universe. Where did it all come from? Some say it started with a bang. Others believe it was spoken into existence by a divine force. But one thing is certain. Every civilization, every culture, every religion has tried to explain the origin of our world. From ancient myths carved into stone to modern theories built from physics and data. The story of Earth's creation is one of the most profound questions we've ever asked. Today, we invite artificial intelligence to help us uncover the answers. We'll explore the biggest theories of how Earth began through the lens of science, spirituality, and myth. Welcome to AI World History Facts. Let's begin our journey to the very start of everything. To understand how Earth began, we first turn to science. Scientists believe that everything began around 13.8 billion years ago with a moment called the Big Bang. In an instant, the universe burst into existence. Space, time, energy, and matter, all created from a single point, smaller than an atom. It wasn't an explosion in space. It was the expansion of space. Galaxies formed. Stars ignited. And about 4.5 billion years ago, a small corner of our galaxy began to change. A massive cloud of gas and cosmic dust, left over from older stars, began to collapse under its own gravity. At the center, a star was born, our sun. Around it, debris began to swirl. Over millions of years, tiny particles collided and stuck together. These particles became larger and larger, eventually forming rocky planets, including Earth. This process is called accretion. Imagine billions of space rocks slamming into each other, again and again, until they form a sphere. The early Earth was extremely violent. It was covered in magma, constantly bombarded by meteors, and spinning wildly. But over time, things began to settle. A crust formed on the surface. Gases from volcanoes helped create an early atmosphere. And when the planet cooled enough, water vapor condensed and rain began to fall. For thousands of years, it rained nonstop, filling valleys, carving rivers, until eventually oceans were born. This marks the beginning of Earth as we know it, from a chaotic ball of fire to a blue planet full of life. Long before science could measure stars or date fossils, people looked to the heavens and created stories to explain our beginnings. Nearly every culture has a creation story, stories passed down through generations, tales etched into stone, inked onto scrolls, and whispered beside fires. In the book of Genesis, God creates the heavens and the earth in 6 days. Light, sky, land, seas, stars, life. On the 6th day, humans are formed from dust and given dominion over all. In Hinduism, the universe emerges from Brahman, the ultimate reality. Creation isn't a one-time event, but a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Vishnu dreams the universe, while Brahma brings it to life. The ancient Egyptians believed the world rose from a formless ocean called Nun. From this chaos, the god Ra emerged, bringing light, order, and life. In Mayan mythology, the gods tried several times to make humans, first from mud, then wood, and finally, from maize, the sacred corn. These stories weren't just myths. They were worldviews. They gave people meaning, purpose, a sense of belonging in a vast, mysterious world. Though different in form, they often share a theme, a divine force shaping the earth with intention. As humans spread across continents, their stories evolved too. The Norse people believed that fire and ice collided to form the world. From this clash, the first being Ymir was born. His body became the earth. His blood became the seas. In Greek mythology, the universe began with chaos. From chaos came Gaia, the Earth Mother, and Uranus, the sky. Their children included titans, gods, and the builders of ancient myths. In China, the world began as an egg. Inside, the giant Pangu slept. When he awoke, he broke the shell, forming the heavens and the earth. Even the Aboriginal Australians speak of the dream time, an era when ancestral spirits shaped the land. Rivers, mountains, animals, all created through sacred songs and stories. These myths are more than fantasy. They reflect each culture's values, fears, and hopes. And often, they describe great floods, sky gods, fallen beings, patterns we'll return to again and again. When we compare all these stories, science, religion, mythology, something surprising happens. We start to see echoes, whether in Genesis or the Big Bang. There's always a beginning, darkness before light, chaos before order. Creation stories often involve a divine spark or cosmic explosion, the formation of land, sea, and sky, the emergence of humans. Could this be coincidence? Or are these symbols rooted in something deeper? Perhaps these stories all reflect one thing: humanity's deep longing to understand its place in the universe. We may never fully know which version is true, but by exploring them all, we begin to see the story of creation not just as fact or fiction, but as a mirror of the human soul. Now that we've seen the origin stories of Earth, what's next? In our next episode, we'll explore the mysteries of the first humans. Where did they come from? How did they live? And how do ancient texts and science describe the dawn of mankind? Subscribe and follow AI World History Facts as we uncover the origins of humanity through the lens of data, myth, and memory.